Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much if you're a returning viewer. I thought in the second video, before we kind of get on to the podcast, is to show you a few finished whips, because I forgot them in my last video, and some projects that are not yet started, but I've given them the mental headspace, and also I have all of the supplies. The supplies have been gathered. Now, if you're not yet subscribed, please do make sure you turn on those notification bells not to miss an upcoming video of mine in the future. So, how should we do this, do you think? Unfinished whips or finished projects first? We're finished with the finished projects. So I guess we'll start with the whips that have not yet been started but have been given the time of day, so I'm considering them a whip. The first one is a cross stitch pattern from the Cross Stitch magazine again, and it is called Joy to the World. It is a nativity scene, so Christmas themed. Obviously I don't fancy doing that in the heat wave in July personally, but the reason why I didn't, how do you say this? The reason why I didn't set it up myself, so gather the supplies from Rainy Session, is because I wanted one particular thing that came with the kits that the magazine do. I think I bought it from Willow Crafts, if I believe right. Hang on, I do actually have paper in here that tells me everything. She says, does it tell me what I want? Yes, it does. Yeah, willowfabrics.com. Sold the kit on behalf of the Cross Stitch magazine. And the reason why I bought the kit was because of this little frame. And I absolutely love it. I'm debating whether to stain the wood. I'm not too sure because the colour palette, if I show you all the lovely colours, are very vibrant. Very, quite a pop of colour compared to your usual nativity scene, and that is also what drew me to it as well. So onto a little bit of the numbers. This is the whole pattern there, just to kind of get a gist of it. It was designed by Cheryl McInton, I believe. The stitch count is 77 high and 101 wide. It's around about 5.5 by 7.5 inches, and it's only a total of 18 hours. So in reality, it's actually a straightforward, quick project to smash out, and I would love to have it on display for this Christmas coming, which I think is possible. Maybe I will wait until I want to really only have one project of one craft on the go. I don't know if that will ever be possible, but maybe wait until October. If it's not yet started by then I will start it, because I do want this for Christmas. It's not sitting in my tub for another year. I think I got all this stuff beginning of this year, I want to say, potentially. So it's not exceeding a year on my whip shelf. 18 hours, that's easy, I can smash that out. The next one in this lovely tube, make sure I don't peek my address. In this tube is another cross stitch pattern, and it is a big boy. It is a full coverage. Let me see if, I don't, hang on, let me bring up the PDF, because I haven't yet printed the PDF, because I'm trying my best not to get distracted by it, but it is a landscape picture. I will include a picture for you guys to see around about here, if I can work out how to pop up a photo, which I'm sure I can. It can't be that difficult, right? But it is a landscape, as you can hopefully see by now. Forest, mountains, bears, very autumnal colours, and I had this in mind to literally go boop, there. So we shall see if it goes there. I will have to make sure my address didn't peek through on that little bit there. But it is using 14 count Ada. It is 160 stitches by 200. The dimensions in inches are 11.45 to 14.31. And that's not including a frame. It has 28 DMC colours, and we are going to be using 2 strands of thread for each cross stitch. But yeah, it is a full coverage piece. It does weirdly say on here, there is no background to be stitched. You can play off with different, there is no background to be stitched. You can play around with different colours of DMC, but the whole landscape photo is accounted for in the pattern, so I don't know if it's saying you can change it to like a sunset one if you don't want it. But I'm very excited. But yeah, it's using very autumnal colours, and I will include a photo if I hadn't already. So that is that one. We're whizzing through this one, which I don't know is a good sign. I'm assuming it is, because it means that I don't have lots of whips that are accounted for and yet haven't been started. So I suppose that's a good thing, right? Now, I don't know if you guys can guess what this is, just to the sheer amount of yarn, and maybe the colour way. Oh, there's a bit. What's that? Ooh, sorry. If I show you, peek you all the colours that I've chosen for this project. Beautiful, beautiful. It is none other than the Persian Tiles by Janie Crow. I have fallen and I purchased stuff. Oh, I actually have another project lined up. Oh, I'll have to grab that in a minute. But I thought I was missing one. But it is using the recommended yarn, which is Stylecraft, which Stylecraft Special DK, which is one of my go-to yarns. I predominantly use Stylecraft or Wendy's if I'm using acrylic. Sometimes I use Hobbycraft or like the Women's Institute, but I think that's only exclusive to Hobbycraft. So, yeah, I don't know if you would refer to it as both, but yeah, these are my colours, and I am using, I really like this part here with the greens and the blues and the magenta. I am using not the original colourway, as if you have seen the blanket you will be able to tell, but I am using the colourway Eastern Jewels, and it was a Stylecraft blog star, Lucia Dunn, and I purchased I can't speak, purchased, why can't I, purchased, am I saying that right? I'm gonna have a mental breakdown in a minute, I think. No, it's not, why, is it because it's Persian? Oh God. I purchased, there we go. I purchased the Persian Tiles Eastern Jewels from her website. I can't remember what her, I think it was the fig tree. But yeah, it has beautiful colour. So this is the colourway here. But yeah, try not to show you much of a pattern, but you can see it's a stunning blanket. And supposedly it looks complex, but it's meant to be a lot easier than it looks. Now, I am no advanced, no specialist when it comes to crochet. I would say I'm an probably intermediate, maybe. Advanced, beginner, intermediate. And that's fine with me. But yeah, I am very excited to do this. Now, let me pause you, grab the last project, talk about that, and then I shall show you my 2 finished objects, and hopefully I will also be able to talk. So I'm back. The next one is a free pattern from Lion Brand again. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing. I don't think I'm ever gonna look to do that on my channel. I just want a place. I'm choking myself, sorry. I just want a place to discuss my current projects and to have a fun time doing so. But it is there. Well, it was inspired by the colours that they used, or the particular yarn, which is sadly discontinued. I will show you a picture here of the project. If I extend my arm, there we go. It was using their ice cream cotton blend, and it was, well, the pattern is still available, but it is the Griswold Afghan, and I thought it was beautiful personally. It was using I think all of the colours called for of that range, apart from the grey, I want to say. So it had grape, blueberry, lime, lemon, orange and strawberry. And I mean, I found similar ones, but nothing that gives off the same vibe. I will also attach some example photos of that yarn. Now, by any chance, if anyone on the internet has it and is willing to send it to me for me to buy at a reasonable cost, because I tried to track down this yarn and I kid you not, people were selling one skein of it, which is just 100 grams, an average skein, for like 50 quid, actually $50. And I cannot justify that. I can't. So because my room is green, I went to my local my yarn store, and I had a look at what they had on offer. Well, not what they had on offer as in like a sale, but what they sold. And I ended up going with a green neutrally browny palette in using Stylecraft, because that's what I gravitate to. It's affordable. And I've got 2, I don't know if you would call them like variegated, but they're like different colour variations within the same yarn. I don't know if I'm being technical or not. But let me hold it like that. And this is the yarn. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad. There we go. So this one here is a green sort of mix, and then this is a brown sort of mix. And then I picked up a tan, I think, or a parchment for like a bit of a nudie sort of balance. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. All these projects are good to go, yes. I've got all of them, all of the bits and pieces, but I'm trying to work down what I'm currently working on before I do these. But these are effectively like my next in line and can be started at any time. I'm just trying to curb my my impulsiveness a little bit, shall we say, but that's okay. So those are my 4 patterns kind of raring to go. I don't have another knit pattern. That does not give me an excuse to go find another knit pattern and to gather the stuff that I need. That is not what I'm saying, and I've got to convince myself after this video that that is not what this is about. I did over the weekend actually buy another cross stitch pattern, but that's not being kitted up, but you will see that hopefully in the future. I will probably do that cross stitch once I've finished this full coverage, because it is another full coverage, but it's beautiful. 99 colours that one, so a little bit more intense, but we will yeah, that will be a long-term project just because of the cost, because it's around about 99 or £1 per floss skein. So that will be done over a multitude of years probably to balance out the costs, because I cannot drop £100 more or less on floss. That literally, there's lots of colours in that one, the one that I bought over the weekend, but they are literally used for a few bits here and there. So I might have a look what I've got in my own stash. I've got a huge bag that I inherited from somewhere, and they're not necessarily DMCs, so I might have a look if I can swap out some of the colours for that, especially the ones that don't even use a quarter of a skein, because there's lots like that. But anyway, enough about that, because that's not a current whip, that's not a planned whip. Hello. Sorry, my cat's come to say hello. One of them anyway. Are you going to behave if I pick you up? No, you're going to like that? Okay, that's very adorable. Very adorable. But people would like to see you. My sister is convinced, sorry, there she goes again. My sister is convinced that my cats don't exist because she never sees them. But they do, I promise. Lilo, darling, can you not? Don't knock my table. No, we had words about this yesterday. She was doing that yesterday when I was filming as well. I'm trying to get ahead, and she's back. Are you sure you don't want to say hello to the camera? Do you just want to knock it so they know that you do somewhat exist? Go on, shift your bottom. Okay, she's probably waiting for this blanket actually, because this is most likely gonna be hers. I'm kid you not, I think I just crochet for my cats at this stage in my life, which I'm not ashamed to say, but I need to weave in the end, so please ignore that. But this granny square, excuse me, shift your bottom, stop knocking it, go on. Oh, sorry. This granny square pattern was from Cherry Heart. I think I mentioned that in my last video as well. Can't quite remember what she named it, but I think it may be Floral Haze. But I stitched them all together, and then I did an extended border and then a scalloped border in a lovely rich pink colour. So this is my blanket. Very beautiful. Hopefully you can see it. And I'm in love with it. I just got to weave in the ends. But yeah. Oh, sorry, my neighbours look at me. It's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? But yeah, very, very nice. And I'm very happy. That was a project I did in a month. I was totally obsessed, Lilo, stop it, with that project. I just bopped her on her bottom with my foot, and then she collapsed. She was like, oh no! Such a drama queen, aren't you, Lilo? But yeah, that is the first one that I need to weave in all of the ends, but I'm very, very pleased how it turned out. I love it. And that was using a mixture of 3 different yarns, well, yarn brands, because obviously you can see there's more than 3 different colours, but it would have been Wendy's DK, Starcraft Special DK, and also the white, just for white, was most likely to be leftover yarn from another blanket that I needed white for, which would have been the Women Institute's white. But yeah, very pleased with that. So that's that one. I just need to weave in the ends. And then this one has technically been done for ages, just I haven't weaved in the ends, which will happen soon. But it is just a a large granny rectangle blanket. I think using a cluster of trebles, I believe. But yeah, just pure rainbow, and I mean, you can technically forever continue on, but I think I'm happy with it just being like a little lap throw sort of scenario. But yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, So I'm very happy with it. So those are my 2 finished projects. Those are also all my projects that are kitted up, apart from one that I bought over the weekend, but that's not going to be kitted up for a while. Not until at least I'm halfway through that that full coverage over there, because yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take me. Hopefully not a long time. But that is all for today's video. Thank you very much for joining me. My next video, I don't know, we'll probably kick off with a podcast, and perhaps at the beginning there'll be like a little vlog clip of a mixture of what I've been up to the prior week, because obviously I'm filming in advance for my YouTube channel, so you will see stuff later than it's actually achieved, hopefully. It might be that I catch myself up, but yeah, I'm a little busy bee, so I gotta kind of preempt for future videos. So that's the plan. Going forward will be my podcast episodes, which I'm excited to share my progress with you guys. But also maybe implement a little vlog style introduction for like the first few minutes, which obviously I will probably timestamp going forward my videos, so you can always skip that bit, because I know some people aren't always interested in that, and that's okay. But I find it quite calming to kind of craft too. But yeah, so without further ado, thank you ever so much for having a look at this video. I hope these projects are your cup of tea. Not that I'm crafting for your enjoyment, I'm crafting for my enjoyment, but I hope you enjoy my videos and my gibberish, because I sure do that quite a lot. So for now, I guess goodbye, and I shall see you soon. Take care. Bye.